If we offer up an idea or suggestion and are met with rebuke, derision, sarcasm, or mock, we learn very quickly to never repeat that humiliation. Our world shrinks and we keep a low profile to avoid trouble. Konnichiwa and welcome to the Leadership Japan series, and I am your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, President of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, and much more importantly, you are a student of leadership, highly motivated to be the best in your business field. If you enjoyed the program, then you might consider subscribing on iTunes and leaving a review. We would love to hear what you think about the series. How it's like your own access to 103 years of the accumulated wisdom of Dale Carnegie Training. Get our free report, Stop Wasting Money on Training, How to Get the Best Results from Your Training Budget, plus our free white papers, guidebooks, reports, training videos, blogs, newsletters, course information, plus much more at japan.dalecarnegie.com. This is episode 89, and today we are talking about self-sourcing confidence. Are you confident? If the answer is no, then how can you become more confident? If the answer is yes, does that extend to areas where you lack existing expertise and experience? Generally speaking, we are all confident while operating within our comfort zone. The tried and true activities are reinforced over and over. The only problem with this construct is we are limiting ourselves to what we already know and can do. The growth areas are always located outside our comfort zone, but venturing forth is a scary prospect. How do we either gain confidence in the first place, or how do we extend the scope of our confidence? The work environment has a huge impact on how we grow our confidence. If we work with or for people who are supportive, we can try, fail, and grow. If our boss or teammates deride us for making mistakes, we learn to avoid doing anything new. If we offer up an idea or suggestion and we are met with rebuke, derision, sarcasm, or mock, we learn very quickly to never repeat that humiliation. Our world shrinks and we keep a low profile to avoid trouble. Look around. There are plenty of the walking wounded who have determined to become spectators or passengers. On the other hand, if we are supported when we make mistakes and they are treated as a vital part of our professional growth, then we expand our range further and further. Making mistakes is a part of learning what doesn't work, but sometimes we forget it was part of our own growth process and deny this opportunity to those on the way up. If we feel encouraged, we are also more likely to come up with insights, ideas, and proffer innovations. Let's take a quick reality check. If we are not getting sufficient innovation in our organization, it might not just be the lack of a good idea creation framework. It might be our toxic environment toward the new and different that is overwhelming the creative process. What does this look like in practice? The boss stands in front of the whiteboard, black marker pen at the ready, and commands ideas from the team. Being incredibly efficient, any ideas which are not perfectly formed are critiqued right there and then. The idea aspirants are left in no doubt they are idiots for coming up with such useless suggestions, and the next idea is called for. A few rounds of this fillet the idiot game, and the same three people put up their thoughts. The rest of the team sink a bit more deeply into their chairs, silently disappearing into the background. Sadly, we are not tapping the full potential of the organisation. Don't think this is a rare event. Despite all the good information about how to embolden people and numerous books written on empowering the team, the crunch often comes in this type of public occasion. The reason is simple. Usually plain ignorance or a selfish value system. What worked for the boss on the way up is assumed to be a universal truth, so everyone needs to just harden up. A surprising discovery in managing people is not everyone wants to be like us or wants to be the boss. Leading the most self-motivated 5% of any group is pretty easy because they don't need us in the first instance anyway. The tricky part is leading the people who are not like us. The key trigger for increasing levels of engagement has been found to be how much we feel valued by our boss. Making the 95% feel valued is the leader's job if we want progress and innovation. If our whole organisation can become more confident than our competitors, we will do much better. How much does it cost to achieve that? How about nothing? Our leaders determine the work environment, culture, ethos, and vibe. If we understand how to grow people in confidence, then the organisation moves forward because more people are able to come out of their comfort zones and grow. When we look at how leaders are trained and developed, these basics are either overlooked or soon forgotten. The most proficient are promoted to positions of responsibility for others, but they are often confidence killers, not builders. They were probably in that top 5% group, so they can't understand the problem with their subordinates. If we had build confidence in our people as a performance measure, we would start a virtuous circle creating organisation-wide progress. Is this measure operating in our organisation? Take a cold, hard look at the environment our organisation's leaders are creating. Are we leaving money on the table because we are not getting as much from our team as we should? Are we focused enough on expanding confidence and comfort zones? If we aren't, then it is probably time to re-examine the education of the leadership group and turn that around. Some action steps from today. Expand your own comfort zone. Focus on building confidence levels across the whole team. Educate leaders on how to encourage innovative ideas and contributions. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then you might consider subscribing on iTunes and leaving a review. Remember, to access your Dale Carnegie training, free reports, white papers, guidebooks, training videos, blogs, newsletters, course information, plus much more, then go to japan.dalecarnegie.com.